an intro. We just get me. You just get me. So hopefully I'm good enough. Welcome. How is everybody doing? We are on today. We are on automatic focus, and this is probably going to go poorly. So let's fix the focus while we still can. Well, there's not anybody here. Manual focus. There we go. All right, much better. How is everybody tonight? It is Tuesday. We're here for free live tarot readings. Ladybug, welcome. How's it going? Anna, Andrea, Bartman, Head Troll, Katori, and CM. Katori, it has been a hot minute since I've seen you. It has been a while. Amanda and Sunshiny Day as well. Thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate that. If you're new, I'm here every single night from 6:30 p.m. Central Time on. Wendy and Haley, it's good to have you here as well. All right. Business is slow. Andrea, I'm hearing that a lot from different people. It is definitely slow. So kind of wondering if it's just near the election, if it's sort of the end of the year type thing, or what is going on, but we do want to figure that out. Missy Joy, thank you for your donation as well. By the way, if you're new here, there is no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick it random. So I pick it random. There we go. All right, let's go to the Mega Tower. Whoa, let's go to my doorway. Let's go to my doorway. There we go. Let's go to the Mega Tower, the epic Mega something tower. There you go. We're going to do that and grab our first deck of the night, which is going to be mine. It is going to be mine. My favorite, obviously, because it's mine. I mean, you know, if you made a deck, you'd be like, I like that one. I worked hard on it, so it's mine. Annie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, so let's turn this off. Why is that still on? Let's go here and get a reading going here. We're going to have some business pick up. Is there anything going to be? Yeah, nice door. Yes, it is. It is a standard apartment door there. Pretty normal apartment door. I mean, you know, nothing special about it. Maybe I'll paint all my doors to be tarot cards. What would you think of that? Because a doorway has kind of the shape of a tarot card. Annie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. So let's see. Something is reporting. Windows problem reporting was blocked from accessing the internet. Yes, that's on purpose. Okay. It's going to pick up or not. Two of Pentacles, Judgment, Nine of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. It does say it picks up, although slowly. It's not like you just have this mad rush of people just coming in and all of that other stuff, but it does pick up slowly and progressively. Ace of Pentacles is one of those things where things pick up progressively, but not just in a mad rush. A mad rush would be something like the 10 of Pentacles, right? Or maybe the 6 of Pentacles. That would be kind of great. Jay and Miss Weeds, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me. Philippe as well. Appreciate everybody being here. Judgment says that you're going to enter a new phase. So we have two sort of these new phase things coming to where things are going to pick up, but it's going to be in something new, something inventive, something that you're going to start doing that is going to be different than what you've been doing. In other words, it's time for a little tweak to business. It's time to make a couple of little tweaks. And you have two good starters here that indicate that those tweaks, those little things that you need to do are sort of where you need to be leaning for that. So definitely look on, what can I invent? What can I graduate to the next level? What can I grab and just move to the next level instead of just staying where I'm at? So get those improvements, get things done, right? Nine of Wands says don't be too defensive about it. You definitely want to sort of ping people, ask around, see what would be sort of where you want to tweak. For example, I started playing sound effects. I put out a poll. People said they don't like the sound effects, like a third of the people. That's a lot. So I'm going to stop doing sound effects. We're going to stick with traditional tarot. So there you go. But that is sort of the little tweaks you got to make with that. But start something new. Make sure that you're not defensive. Ask people what they want about that. And it is about choices. The Two of Pentacles says make those choices. They're going to get business to blossom again. It needs a kickstart. what you were doing worked in the environment that we were in before, but now that we can add extra value, I think that's going to be important as we sort of move into the next phase. All right, Missy wants a house sale by the end of October. Ooh, that would be nice. It is a seller's market. I mean, I got to say, it is a seller's market. I've seen houses go within a week around here. So it is a seller's market right now, but I mean, houses are just selling like crazy. All right, for this one, we'll use the what is it called? What is it called? Dark Goddess Tarot. There we go. All right, Katori Jade, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me get your question in the queue and pick that up. Pick that up. Make sure I got it. Yeah, Katori, I got your thing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. All right. In the meantime, let's use the Dark Goddess Tarot and figure out for Missy what is going to be good for house sales, because they're selling pretty good right now. Hopefully the economy doesn't tank after the election. Hopefully we can keep the economy going good and see how all of that goes. A pretty active mind. There you go. All right, so we're looking sort of at the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the, what is the Sirens, the Queen, yeah, the Sirens, the Queen of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. So, well, sorry, yeah, okay. So it's Earth, when I say Wands, is the 2 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so with the house sale by the end of October, the Earth being here does indicate a good market. So it indicates things are going well, people are looking at it. The 2 of Earth does indicate sort of choices, just like we had in the previous reading, but this time it's sort of based upon the Queen. So it is sort of presenting, showing something well, showing something nice, and sort of getting into that sales mode where we want to push the house, we want to get it out, we want people to see it, and it is all about doing that. Okay, most of the time, you sort of indicate when you're selling something that an emotional hook would be great. So if I can get that emotional hook, if I can get people excited about it, and that's sort of where we're not at. The 5 of Water says it's not really about that. It's more about facts. It's more about pictures. It's more about the comparison. In other words, people are going to be comparing your house against everyone else around the neighborhood, and it's important to sort of make it stand out and have it be there and have it be important to people. Now, the 10 of Cups does say that it is going to be relevant to a lot of different people. I think the more people that look, I think the better that they like it. I think we are looking at some good opportunities, some good people sort of looking and shopping and getting around that. Now, given that, 2-week time frame is obviously kind of short, right? It is a bit short. It is a bit sort of sudden. But I really don't think the house will sell. I don't really have any house sales things here. What would I look for? Maybe a transactional thing like the 6 of Cups or the 6 of Pentacles, where we have giving or exchanging of money. Maybe maybe sort of a 10 of Pentacles would be great, where they're in the house, they have a happy family. A 10 of Cups, again, they have a happy family. A 4 of Wands, where you have a house type thing, where things are moving, things are exchanging. I just don't see that here. I see people looking at it, the shopping instinct kicking in, people getting pretty excited about different parts of the house, people definitely shopping right now. Obviously, houses are selling. I saw one go in a week, so that's kind of crazy. But it is definitely, people are in a shopping mood. But as far as selling it, I just don't see that. But I do see people interested in it, people coming around, trying to check it out and see what is good. There we go. I have a buyer supposed to close in August, but it fell through. Wow, that is a long time. So August? So they've been waiting a month and a half, or no more than that, 2 months now? Yeah, I just don't see it closing. Again, I don't see the cards that would indicate a close. But I wish you luck on that, and I hope everything goes well. Yeah, people are definitely looking at it. People are pretty excited about it. Annie B, any old flames returning on the retrograde cycle? And Annie B, will my crazy friend move out? Well, hopefully we get a movement card. You know, the chariot would be great there. I'm just saying. All right, Andy, let's see any old flames sort of coming around, sniffing around, seeing how that's gonna work out. I think we can do. Oh, let's do Tarot of the Divine. No, let's do something different today. Let's do let's do the Bohemian Gothic. I think would be great for this. We are coming up on Halloween. We do need to move more Halloween things, more Halloween decks, and promote them and get them out there. Jay, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. And Ross Ad as well. Ross, let me know what your question is. We'll get you put into the queue there. All right. In the meantime, let's see about any old flames. Get you some love interests. Get you some hearts up in here. That'd be great to have somebody sort of come in. Somebody that you used to know. What's that song? Somebody that I used to know. Have somebody that we used to know. 7 of Wands, 5 of Cups, Page of Swords. Let's see. Anybody coming around? The Mercury retrograde be good for old flames. Page of Swords is an interesting one. I mean, I think that you have people that are sort of still interested in you and are sort of not really stalking you. Let's not go for that, right? Not really stalking, but they are interested. They're looking back. And in this particular case, looking back is important because we're remembering the good times we had with Annie, right? Saba, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. We had some good times. We're looking back at these things and we're having some pretty good memories. But the 5 of Cups does say the relationship did end for a particular reason. Now, some of these ends that we had are not too drastic. In other words, it wasn't a knockdown, drag out fight that caused us to end the relationship or anything like that. It's more of we sort of parted ways or things like this. But the 5 of Cups does say that we do have some endings in the past that could be renewed, that weren't too, bad. They weren't so horrible that we need to not remember those. The Queen of Swords, though, I think the opportunities that you do have could, some of them could be disadvantageous and people you don't want to be contacting you. Overall, I do think that 7 of Wands says you have an opening, a small opening. It's almost like somebody, sort of remembers you, somebody pings you, somebody sees you on Facebook or social media or something like that. And then they sort of start thinking about you a little more, right? Nina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So, the 7 of Wands does say you have an old flame sort of thinking about you coming in and sort of, creeping your direction. But where you want to go with that is up to you because the 7 of Wands is a defensive card too. It could mean that this is one of those that you would like, oh, maybe I don't really want to be back with that particular person. All right. Blah. What does a house represent for my son and I? Blah is just shopping. Speaking of house shopping, Blah is getting it done. Blah is getting it done. Oh, Annie B also had a, I don't know. We have a weird order to this for some reason. Okay. What does a house represent for my son and I? Let us check that out. All right. Ross Ad, thank you for your reading request. I got you in the queue now. All right. We'll get Katori Jade here in just a second after this one. And let's see. What's cause of relationships? Father. All right. We got that in the queue. All right. For now, let's pop over to a new tarot, get something different up in here. Let's do the slow tarot. It has been a hot minute since we have done the slow tarot. One of my old favorites. It is a hand-painted deck. God bless this person for spending the $600 to $700 to paint up a tarot deck with oil paints. I'm just saying, Leslie, when is the pandemic over? Well, until we get a vaccine, it seems that people are locking down again. It depends on where you live. If you live in a state like Texas, the pandemic is not really affecting you too much other than wearing a mask. If you live in New York where they're locking you down again, the pandemic will be affecting you quite a bit. So it depends on your locale, what country you're in, what state you're in, what county you're in even, because some even have specific lockdowns for that. But basically, who's in charge all determines it. Saba, thank you for your donation as well. So what does A house represent for the sun and I? Well, it's more clean cut and pretty obvious as to what you're offering. In other words, what they're offering, what they're trying to give you is more straight line where you can sort of where it's plain, it's simple, it's presented to you in a good way, and there's no devil, there's no temptation, there's no person getting a lure and throwing it your way. You know what I mean? So there's no person that's sort of influencing that. Now, the ace does say that we do have an opportunity here as far as getting in there and getting the money going and the money flowing and the money being not really that big of a deal is pretty good for the A house as well. The ace says we do have the money opportunity here. In other words, it's a good investment too. So a few years down the line, you want to sell A house, and that's going to be all right. That's going to be something that you definitely might want to be doing. The Four of Swords does sort of have a house within it. Reminds me of the Four of Wands, doesn't it? That little Four of Swords thing going there. That does point to resting, though. It's like we need to delay this a little bit. There's something about it that may cause a delay. You may have things that sort of a dragging out. It may be a little bit longer of a transaction than you're hoping for as well. It also looks like it may not be the perfect house. If you're waiting for that one house that's perfect, that's going to just, the clouds are going to part, the sun is going to shine on you and your son, and everything is going to be fantastic. This may not be it. I mean, you've seen better houses. It's not like this is going to be the best house in the world, right? When I was house shopping, we had this beautiful, beautiful house, and it had this slope that went down like 45 degrees in the lawn. And I was like, oh my God, can you imagine mowing? I was like, no. That is so weird. And that was just a deal breaker. In addition, they didn't have sprinklers too. So I can't imagine that would be such a pain in the butt. Anyway, but yeah, there you go. Not the best perfect house, not the house where everything is going to be instantly beautiful, but it is financially viable and it is sort of an easy one to move into. All right, we have a crazy roommate, but before we do that, we do need to sort of hop back to Katori Jade's question. Let's put when I copied it, it says Otori. It's like, no, it's Kotori. Or, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you know what I mean. What's to come of my relationship with my daughter's father in the next few months? Is it we going to have to be reunited, and it feels so good? Are we going to have a hot relationship in the background there where everything works out and that it heats back up where we sort of need it? I mean, that could be a thing. Could be a thing indeed. For this, though, let's use the Tarot of the Divine. Sold out for the next 2 months. By the way, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central, the news program is coming out. And might I say, there's a lot of exciting stuff coming out. So you definitely want to be in there. Make sure you get your pre-orders in. Make sure that you get all excited. There's actually so many decks to talk about that are coming out like in the next month that I didn't have time to talk about next year's deck. I didn't have time to go through YouTube videos where all my great friends on YouTube are reviewing stuff. It would have been 3-hour-long video. Nobody want to watch that. So I had to limit myself to just what's coming out in the next month. Yes, there's that much that it consumes 20 whole minutes at fast talking just to get through it. But there we go. All right. We have a love interest. Are we going to get that? Wheel of Fortune looks good. Got a couple of coins, got a Page of Cups. I mean, I think that we have a possibility for something sort of moving forward, moving back, right? Relationship with a father's daughter. Page of Cups is an interesting one. It says we have to start over. We can't really pick up where we left off. We can't do the video game restore. You know, where you save the video game in Breath of the Wild, and then you fall off a cliff, and so you restore your video game before you fell off the cliff. You can't really do that. It's almost like it's not possible. We have to start anew. We have to start brand new almost. Page of Cups says I'm going to have to pick up not where I left off, but we're going to have to renegotiate. We're going to have to refigure out a lot of these different things when we come to that. The Wheel of Fortune says we can and might get back to life is normal. The Wheel of Fortune, we have sort of a normalcy picking up, that off and on thing, or some type of normalcy sort of hitting, right? The Wheel of Fortune, what comes around goes around. It points to an on off relationship, or it points to a roller coaster, or quite possibly we could get something steady happening. The 9 into the King of Coins. It does say that the stability is kind of the factor that gets the the seesaw, gets that to be balanced a little bit, get a little bit of balance in that. The King of Coins, we're looking at stability. We're looking at things being back to at least a normal state to where we can rely on each other. The 9 of Coins says that's very possible. It is very possible indeed. The 9 of Coins is sort of the 7 of Coins end card. The 7 of Coins are where they're planting the coins in the ground and letting them sprout up and all of that. Sometimes you just have to get to the 9 of Coins where things are sprouted and things are going well. Again, we've planted the seeds to our relationship. We know each other. We know all of the different factors. We know the good, the bad, and different about each other. The 9 of Coins says we're able to use that to get back to where we need to be if you really want to, if we really need to put up the work to do that. And the King of Coins points to stability being the prime factor here. You really don't want something that's going to be unstable, put everybody through it again. You want something that's going to be kind of rock solid, where we can rely on it and look forward to it. Anyway, thank you for your question. I appreciate that. In the meantime, we have a crazy roommate. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know if they're going to light the whole place on fire. They are a crazy roommate. Gatorade retrograde. Okay. Oh, let's see. Crazy roommate. Is that going to be good? Probably not. Probably not. Let's do Annie on the crazy roommate side and see how that's going to go. When are they going to move out? Or will they move out? It does seem that they're pretty happy there, apparently. Let's try out everybody's favorite. Let's go for the Light Seers Tarot. We need them to get out of there because they're starting to work our nerves, apparently. Is that right? Is that right, Annie? We don't have any crazy roommates. I did have, when I lived in Colorado, I rented a room, and the person that owned the house made friends with this homeless person. And the homeless person brought in their girlfriend and a couple of their crazy friends. When I say crazy, I mean straight nuts friends indeed. But that was an interesting experience to hear all of their stories about how they were war heroes and everything else, even though they'd never been in the military. They're really crazy. Gloria, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Will the crazy roommate move out? Oh, that's not looking good. That's not looking good at all. That 9 of Swords really sort of stinks up this reading for sure. 7 of Pentacles, it's like we're trying to get them out. We're definitely looking at that. The 6 of Wands, the successful move out is upside down. They really don't want to leave. They like the place. The 6 of Wands says they're sort of comfortable there. They know what to expect. They know how everything goes. High Priestess says that they're going to tell you exactly what they think, what they know, how they feel about everything. They're not going to hold in anything at all. And their craziness is just going to sort of blossom a little bit more. Unfortunately, the High Priestess reversed does kind of point a little bit to that mental, I need to just sort of reset this reading. Mental instability. We do have a little bit of that mental instability. So there we go. Definitely want to kind of watch out for that. So yeah, 9 of Swords says they may not move out. This may be kind of bad. You sort of want to watch out for that as well. So as well as the 7 of Pentacles, let them sort of be. Let them be alone. Let them be themselves. It definitely doesn't look like that they were going to move out on their own volition. You're just going to have to put up with them for now. It's a nice apartment and you don't want to move out either. Wow. That is one of the things, right? You definitely don't want to get into those situations to where you pick a roommate and you realize you made the wrong choice, because then it's too late. All right. Well, let's see. I just had an unauthorized charge on my credit card from 800 wine. What? Okay. The only thing I've used my credit card for lately was a Nintendo subscription. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, yeah, I need to use a different credit card for online purchases from now on. Okay. Um, Ross ad, managing my mother's money, court order. Am I going to continue exercising this stewardship? Okay. We got managing money going on. Is this going to continue to be a thing? Ross ad, let's see about that. Yeah, so now I'm in the situation. Should I cancel my card completely, which is a pain in the butt because you got a regular credit card, you're paying all sorts of things automatically for it. And if I change the number, now I'm not paying all sorts of things automatically for it. Oh man, I hate that. Oh well, we'll deal with that after the stream. All right. So for now, though, let's do the Dark Mansion Tarot. Will get us good in here. So Ross ad, managing the money, and see if we're going to continue doing that. You should use Halloween-based decks. Bartman, yes. Yes, I have a couple of Halloween decks. I don't have like a ton. The problem with Halloween decks is, other than Halloween, people just don't want to see them. I mean, people don't want to see disemboweled people in a zombie deck. There's some cute ones with pumpkins and stuff like that, but again, that's very seasonal. It'd be like a Christmas deck. I mean, we can use a Christmas deck a lot more than a Halloween deck, most likely. But anyway, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. But I do have two, so I think that should be sufficient. Maybe we'll just isolate. Isolate that out. All right. See, got a hold of my card info and bought a GoPro. At least they had style. But there you go. Yeah, you're never really responsible for somebody that steals your card number. But anyway, the only thing I purchased is that Nintendo thing. Anyway, so that kind of is concerning. Maybe I should get that online. I have another card. Okay, I have one card that's really convenient because you can lock it down. They'll have a button on their website where you can lock the card completely. So what I've been doing is unlocking that card, using it for something. After that transaction, I'll lock it again. I need to go back to using that one. Anyway, speaking of money, speaking of credit card and managing money, what are we sort of doing here? Justice, I really wish that wasn't upside down. That would really point to a yes. That would be a definite yes. Justice, we're managing it, we're making the decisions, but that's sort of upside down. The Two of Pentacles is also making decisions. It's juggling money. It is making decisions for other people as well. The Two of Swords is sort of having the knowledge to get in there, being closed with it, and being knowledgeable enough to make the correct decisions. The same with the Cups. So, in other words, it does sort of feel like no. It does feel that you would have input, but it doesn't feel that you would be the one that continues managing the money over a long period of time. Again, the hints for that is the Two of Pentacles being reversed. This is an excellent card for managing money. It is literally juggling money, right? The Six of Pentacles would have been great to have here, but all we have is the two. The two also is making decisions. It's called balance. It is making decisions about money. Again, justice. You're the person giving out justice. You're the one weighing the options, weighing the decisions with all of that. Both of these cards are reversed. So it looks like maybe you were not going to be the actual person doing it, but the Two of Swords and the King of Cups sort of give you a consult, or your opinion matters as far as it goes. So it's like you set a certain standard for how that goes, and other people kind of follow it. So that is pretty good there. It just means you may not be the one making the final decision, but it definitely looks like that you are going to you're going to have input into it. Okay. Long story short, or short story long in that particular case. Okay. How I feel during the Gatorade retrograde. You know how long it's been since I've had a Gatorade? It has been a hot minute. I'm just saying now, it has been a hot minute. And Jay, unfortunately, wants the Thoth Tarot. Jay is living on the edge. literally living on the edge tonight, Jay. Jay wants that adventure. Jay doesn't like boring stuff. Jay wants it done. Wants it done tonight. Get it exciting. I got the Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, I got that one too. I got 3 decks. I mean, we can just cycle on Halloween. We can just cycle through my 3 Halloween decks. That's true. It is true. We'll just go through them. I'll make sure that I know what they all mean. And because the Thoth is scary, it does give you good reads. We're gonna have to include that as well. Even though it's not Halloween themed, I'm gonna fit it in anyway, because Thoth, no matter what the holiday, whether it be Columbus Day, Memorial Day, Christmas, Hanukkah, it doesn't matter. The Thoth fits right in. Every holiday is a Thoth day. Okay. It's been a hot minute since you had a Pepsi. Yeah. It's a guess. Okay. Can anyone guess how long it's been? How many months since I've had a soda? That's Pepsi, Diet Coke, Sprite, anything. How many months has it been? If you can guess it, you're amazing. How will I fare? You're going to be all right. You're going to be fine. I think you're making more of it than you're making more of it than is necessary, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune. It does say that things are going to plod along just like they have been. It's going to be just the same as always. I think that you're kind of worried about it because you have some pending things that are not exactly great, hovering about and hovering over. You get a feel of hovering on this particular card, right? You do get that feel. It's almost like there are some things sort of hovering around, some influences that you're not exactly want to hear from and things like that. Again, the devil sort of points to that anyway, but we have this hovering, eerie feeling in the background, as well as we have this high hopes for how things are going to work out. So I don't think it's going to be challenging. I don't think anything bad is going to happen, but I do think that you have some things sort of hovering around that you're concerned about. The best thing that you can do is sort of completely ignore what you don't have to deal with during this time. Because if you don't have to get into a fight, if you don't have to get into an interaction that you know may go poorly, then that is going to be a problem, right? So definitely look into sort of ignoring it, looking at the positive, grabbing positive things, using those during this time. If you do need to communicate, minimize it and make it as good and as flowing as you possibly can during this time. Otherwise, I think you're going to be okay. Again, I don't really think it's going to be big. I think that you're more worried than anything. I think you know that Mercury retrograde is coming, but if you know how to minimize that, right? So sort of like if you have somebody that likes to cause problems and they call you and you see their number on your phone, you know they're going to want to cause problems. It's really better to just ignore that person and try to minimize your contact with those. I think that's if you do that, again, the devil was there. Watch out for those types of things. Then I think you are going to be okay. See, even the Thoth had good news for you. I think it'll be better once the election is over. That is the news cycle. It is nothing but election, more election. Obviously, because election's right around the corner. But I'll be glad to have something other than COVID and election. That'd be great to have other news other than those two things, because right now it doesn't seem like that's ever going to happen. We'll see about that. All right, who guessed it correctly? The closest person was ultraviolet. It has been 10 years since I have had a soda of any type. 10 years. It has been 7 years since I've had a burger, a hamburger, cheeseburger, any type of burger. Yeah, it's been a while. I live a kind of a sheltered life, I got to say. It is fairly sheltered over here. I'm going to tell you now. All right. How does Leo feel about me currently? Let's see. Be careful what you wish for. I mean, it would be nice. It would be nice to have some news, right? It'd be great to have some kind of news other than just the news we've been hearing every day. All right. One can hope that sliver of hope, that sliver of sunshine that hopefully will shine through into the news after the election's over would be great. You know what I mean? 10 years. It has been a long time. I haven't had, when's the last time I had a hot dog? Ugh. About 5 years for a hot dog. I think I had a hot dog from Sonic 5 years ago. But I would say for the past 5 to 6 years, I pretty much eat a salad and then another salad, and that's pretty much all I eat. So, yep, no, nothing else. Occasionally, some of the salad has chicken in it or something. But yeah, other than that, pretty much nothing else. I have an occasional muffin. I like the gas station croissants. I have one of those once a week. But other than that, it's water and coffee occasionally. Let's see. New news is just going to be worse. Well, that you're ultraviolet is you're a glass half empty kind of person. There you go. Can you have one of those fake meat hamburgers? I don't really want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I have enough problems I have enough health problems as is. I really don't want to be in the hospital again. So there we go. How does the Leo feel about me? Do they love me? We have Page of Cups. We're back to what we just read almost. We have the Page of Cups. We want to think about it. We want to be comfortable with you, but sometimes it's just not possible. Overall, though, I think that we want to move forward. I think this person's fairly excited. Yes, I did have a muffin for the birthday. It is true. Haven't eaten pork in 15 years. Yeah, that's a long time. 20 years since I've eaten meat. Yeah, a lot of people are sort of changing the diets. I think as we age, I think the diet kind of alters and changes to be based upon your experiences, because that's, you kind of get to know your body, what your body can handle, what's going to be good, bad, and all that. All right. Okay, so Saba, we have somebody that really likes you and really sort of wants to be with you. But there's something getting involved. There's some factor that's stopping this from manifesting and sort of being prominent with that. And the Seven of Wands sort of points to that. If that's something that we had previously that may be interacting, may be sort of difficult, if that's somebody that has, that has bad news about you, or if it's some other a personality cue that you have that maybe they don't like or something like that. But basically they love to be with you, but there's just something in between. There's something in the way. We say that because the Four of Wands is a home card. It says, I want to be comfortable. I want to have fun. I want to be part of your life. The Six of Wands, we could be successful together. We could have something great, move forward with that and be together. The Seven of Wands says we have something, again, a barrier that's stopping, that's halting that. And the Page of Cups, I just can't get my emotion hooked in enough, dedicated enough. I can't really get that to be something serious that I need to do. But overall, they look like they really like you and they do want to sort of move forward with something with you. But again, there's that one little killer thing that is just interrupting it, that's stopping it, putting a halt on it. It's just not there. We want to love. We want to have some beautiful hearts on screen. We want to go to the love screen. We just can't. All right. Nana or Nina? Let me know which one. Feeling stuck. What's the key for my current goal? Nina, we're going to get you all set up for your current goal. Seeing the photos by the beach. Saba, what are the reactions of seeing photos by the beach? Well, I think we all want to see your photos by the beach. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, let's see about that. All right, Nina, something. All right. Husband can't eat chocolate. He's allergic. Yeah. When's the last time I had chocolate? I tried chocolate. Occasionally, I'll just introduce something back into my diet just to see how I do. And I tried that with chocolate and ended up with an episode that wasn't good. My blood sugar ended up in the 150 range, which apparently is horrible. Normally my blood sugar is about 70 to 80, but then it was 150 after eating some chocolate. And I did eat dark chocolate. I made sure it was dark chocolate so it didn't have that big sugar impact. But I was like, whoa, that is too much. You want Thoth? Nina, you want Thoth? You sure? You really sure? Okay. We'll do Thoth in one stream. I'll do Thoth all day. I love it. I used to watch a YouTuber, and this was like a pure pro too. This dude was like on 4 different tarot reading sites, and he had like hundreds of reviews, and he also did a YouTube channel. I loved watching him. He was one of my inspirations. It was Nick Dutch. He's still there. He's still there. Nick Dutch is still around. He does weird videos now, but his old videos, he used Thoth, and that was kind of my first exposure to Thoth. And I was always like, what the hell is that deck that he's using? And he did pretty good. I thought he was a pretty decent reader. I can't believe he's still going though. I occasionally see a video, but he went on the deep end. He's into like science experiments and all this other stuff. All right. Let's see. Feeling stuck. What are the keys from a current goal? And we want Thoth as well. The keys, okay. The keys are you're looking for immediate gratification. You're looking for pleasure. And obviously everybody's looking for immediate gratification and pleasure, but you're looking for these things and you're not getting them. You're just not finding that thing. This is a goal that is going to require that you just keep plodding along. This actually reminds me, if you haven't read The Mastery, a book called Mastery, it talks about the mastery curve. What that is, basically people think mastery is you start working on something and you go up in a 45 degree as you work on it, you get better, you work on it, you get better, but that's not the case. The mastery curve is long periods of no progress whatsoever, and then small spurts of success, and then more long progress with no results whatsoever, and then small spurts, and you get there going like that. So it takes a little bit longer, and looking for this gradual increase of things, looking for this immediate success or some sort of an emotional satisfaction, big success from it. It doesn't seem like it's just there. It seems like you need to sort of plod through it and keep going. And communication, working, learning, and knowledge. Now, obviously, swords are air. It's not only communication, but it's also learning. And it's also knowledge, picking up the learning, picking up the knowledge, and going forth. It's like when you paint, right? A lot of times you'll paint something and it's terrible. And then you'll paint something else and that's terrible. And you're like, I'm never going to get better. And then you watch a video and all of a sudden you make this big boost and you paint something that looks great. And it was almost accidental. And you're like, okay, I know I have that in me now. I just need, to watch more YouTube or watch something like that in order to get that done. But yeah, so keep plodding along, understand the mastery curve, pick up that book, Mastery. It'll tell you all about it. It talks about, I think, isn't that the same book that talks about there is no talent? In other words, there's only work. So one other book was interesting. It talks about most of your life is just accidental, right? So in other words, let's say that when you're young, you're a kid, and when you're young and you're a kid, your mom wants you to stop bugging her. So she'll say, hey, can you go and just draw me another picture or something like that? And so you go and seeing my photos. And so you're like, okay, she loves my drawing or something like that. But in reality, she's just trying to get rid of you. You know what I mean? So you go and draw and she's like, oh, that looks great. That looks fantastic. Whatever, go draw me another. And so you're sitting there practicing drawing and you think you're pretty good at drawing. So you grow up and you put more effort into drawing. And so after drawing enough, all of a sudden you're great at it because obviously you put a lot of effort in it because you're getting a lot of feedback that that's something good. And the whole thing was just arbitrary. You know what I mean? It was just like something that you did that took the time away and they needed a break and, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, it's kind of an interesting theory. I don't think that applies to everybody though. I think some people just have this weird talent about because you'll see these people that are like 12, 13 years old drawing like photorealistic portraits and stuff like, I guess it all depends. It all depends on the person's situation. But anyway, it's an interesting theory in the book. I just got to say that. All right, let's go forth and use one of the old reliable Gilded Tarot Royale. Tammy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's called Mastery. The book is called Mastery. I forgot who made it, but anyway, but you'll in the reviews they'll say the Mastery Curve. That's one of the main features of the book. Basically, that's like half the book is what I just told you. So maybe you don't want to buy it. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. All right. Who's the book by Tio? All right, now I'm going to go look it up. Let me go look it up after this reading. All right, okay, we have some photos on the beach and the Leo saw them. What did they think? The Eight of Wands, they liked them. Eight of Wands is movement. They wanted to make a movement, not a bowel movement. Or they wanted to make a movement. Eight of Wands after seeing that. Like it a lot. The Four of Pentacles, it made them want to reach out. It made them, sort of interested. The Four of Pentacles is I'm withdrawn, that withdrawn force. I'm withdrawn, I'm holding back. And when it's reversed, I'm expanding out a little bit. So they expanded, maybe in their pants, I don't know, but they expanded a little bit. The Four of Pentacles is the expansion. The Six of Pentacles, though, it sort of made them nervous almost. It's like they made them kind of hesitant to contact you or hesitant to talk about it. The Six of Pentacles says that I want to share, I want to give, and now I'm sort of withdrawn. Now I'm drawn a little bit back. So there you go. But the Page of Wands, also being reversed, again, we point to that hesitancy. It's like now they're a little nervous, and so they're thinking about a little nervousness. Maybe they're nervous to approach, or they don't really want to be too far. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, the sort of this movement back, pulling back a little bit once we expanded. But they do want to make a move. Eight of Wands, I want to make a move. I want to get excited and move forward and get some stuff done. So we have some expansion in there indeed. It's always good to have expansions. Have some expansions. You need to have those. You know what I mean? Otherwise, life is just dull. Are Libra and I done talking? He's been wishy-washy. Well, that could be bad. It could be bad. Do we have hearts coming in here or not? Do we have hearts coming in here or not for this particular question? If we're looking at a Libra, I think we need a Gregory Scott. Gregory Scott is a Virgo, but, we just need the Gregory Scott Tarot because I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Nina says the internet wasn't working on the retrograde. That is true. It does. It does. George Leonard, that may be it. Haley, you may have found it. It could be George Leonard. But yeah, talk about the mastery curve and sort of an interesting concept there. But it is true. He does have a lot of references to all that stuff. All right. So are we done talking? We've been wishy-washy. We don't really know what we're doing. The Three of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. I don't really think you're done talking. No. We do have a wishy-washy thing here. I think that they have somebody else. So the Three of Cups, there's so many variety of things that you can go with when you see a Three of Cups. Like I talk in my book about in my book. By the way, the book link is in the chat. If you want to go buy my book, it is ebook. It's only for sale for $5. $5. You get a 220-page ebook. All right. Three of Cups is they have somebody else. And this has so many various translations. One from friendship. Another is, somebody else. In other words, a third party that has some stuff going on. Three of Cups can also mean celebration, which is sort of the root definition of it. But in this particular case, I think they have somebody else. The Queen of Wands, they're taking that action. They're moving forward with a bunch of different things. So they're sort of multitasking. You remember the Queen of Wands is the CEO. And like I say in my video, they are the master of multitasking. You have multitasking, a third party. I think they have other stuff going on. So if you're looking at wishy-washy, it could be because they have other matters in mind there. Violet Lotus, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The Three and the Page. They still want to work with you. They still want to work on whatever you had. They're just not there. They're just not willing to do much of that, dedicate much to that anymore. We went from a Three of Pentacles, I'm willing to work on it, I'm willing to do what we were doing, to the Page, which is like, I don't really know how much time I want to dedicate to this, but yeah, there is that. Somebody asking about a hard copy. I'm sold out. I printed 200 hard copy books, and they all sold within like 3-4 weeks. So I don't really want to keep dealing with that. I want to move on, write another book, make another deck. Just move on and get to the next project. I'm definitely not somebody that wants to print something, make something, and then just lean on it forever. But that's it. So let's see about this. Sunshiny day. What have we got being deleted? I have no idea what that means. Okay, question above. Let me grab Violet Lotus's question before it scrolls off, because we are hopping tonight. Again, we have news coming out tomorrow. If there's one show that you want to see on YouTube, it's the Tarot News. I'm just saying, the Tarot News, it's going to be here. And you are going to want to see this one because, Jesus, there's a lot of decks. So many cards coming out. Am I going to do well and enjoy my new apartment? Let's see about that. I love new apartments. That new apartment smell, it's got that mold kind of smell going. I do like new apartments. It depends on the apartment, though. If it has good internet, that's a big plus. By the way, this is the traditional manga tarot. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's take a break. Did anybody else see the Apple event? Because, wow, that's exciting. Did you see the smart speaker that can make reminders, appointments, and send texts over your phone? They got a new smart speaker that'll do everything a usual smart speaker does, but it'll control your iPhone too. That's so cool. And they got an iPhone, a little one too, an iPhone mini. And they got like 4 iPhones coming out. I'm going to get the one that's the 6.1 inch. That's me. I'm all about 6 inches. And I'm going to get the 6.1 inch because that's the one that I want. I don't want that 7 inch. That's like a freaking tablet. You can't fit that in your pocket. I don't want the mini one because now you have this microscopic screen. You're trying to read it and press buttons and you press the wrong key. No. We're going for the 6. 6 inches is I'm all about 6 inches. Okay. Am I going to do well and like my new apartment? Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. First off, we got a lot of court cards. That says that you're going to love your neighbors. I think you have neighbors that you really, really like. And that is going to be pretty exciting for you. Just saying. We got some neighbors here. We got the Queen of Pentacles. It's some old lady. She's reliable. She's friendly. She's willing to watch out for your apartment when you're gone. She's going to be a sort of a mainstay of the apartment. Everybody sort of likes her. I think you have a person in your office that you end up getting close to. The Page of Wands is sort of this younger person in the apartment. You really like them. You think that they're great. And they end up becoming sort of like your friend, not your best friend or anything, but sort of like an apartment friend type thing as well. And then you have the Queen of Wands. It's a business person that's always coming and going. They're very friendly. They're good to talk to and stuff like that as well. I think you have a lot of nice people in this apartment. That really makes the apartment too. When you have people to talk to, you don't feel like you're by yourself. And that's sort of where apartments shine, is when you have good neighbors and parties. I also think the apartment has some good parties to where you can go and they'll have a meet and greet and stuff like that where you can go and enjoy and all of that stuff. Ten of Pentacles is overall, you're very proud. You love it. Ten of Pentacles is happy home where you have the dog, the family, the cat, the nice house and everything. Everything goes well. The Ten of Pentacles is a great sort of moving in, getting comfortable and really liking it. So sunshiny day, I think that you are going to do fantastic. All right. Sunflower Tarot, only repeating what he's saying. I have no idea what's going on. Mastery by George. Yeah, I do like, I think that a 6-inch screen on a phone is the sweet spot. I don't like the 7-inch, like it feels like a tablet. You know what I mean? And I don't like the little 4.5-inch phones. because you're trying to press the Y button and you press T, and your finger is so small your finger keeps pressing the wrong button. I hate those. I need a good 6-inch screen. I think that's the happy medium. That's the happy medium there. All right. Let's see how it goes. We got, let's see, we got Tammy next, and then Violet Lotus, and then we're going to wrap it up for the night. It has been exciting. Thank you so much for hanging out and being here. I really appreciate all of y'all. Really appreciate all of y'all being here. All right, TB wants to know, am I going to do well in my new venture and path? TB has that new thing going on. I love it when we get new stuff. We get all excited. We get some new stuff going on. We can do the Stinky Tarot. We're going to do the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Everybody loves a good stink and the Angel Wisdom. When you move into that new apartment, when you move into that new apartment, do not buy the Angel Wisdom Tarot, because that stink everybody will notice it and they'll complain. They'll complain. You know what I mean? You just gotta, 6 inches does the job. It is. You know what I mean? Somebody wants a 12-inch phone. I'm like, how about a 6-inch phone twice? You know what I mean? That's all you really need. You don't need a 12-inch phone. You just need a 6-inch phone twice. All right. Let's see how it goes. We're really sort of ending the stream on a high note. You can tell. We're ending the stream on a high note tonight. We're taking the clean path here. All right. I'm going to do well with that. The Stinky Wisdom Tarot. Indeed. Philippe has it right. That's one of my new decks. Sunshiny Day. Does it smell? I mean, I'm just saying. Does it smell? Does it have that particular stank to it? They did have a release party for this today, by the way. If you didn't see it, you get a free 20-minute video of this person telling you all about the tarot too. When you buy it, don't miss that one. Am I going to do well in my new adventure? The Nine of Cups says you're going to be pretty happy with it. We have a lot of satisfaction. And that's half the battle, is having some satisfaction with that. In addition, we have the King of Wands. I think that you're ready. To sort of get into a particular place with this venture that you haven't been with other ventures. In other words, you're opening a door that will lead you to a place that has more comfort and more opportunities, to where you have a mastery over what you're doing that's a little bit better than other things that you've done before. So you have this ingrained mastery, sort of this freebie mastery that sort of comes in, Tammy, that's going to make you successful at it. The Nine of Cups also says the satisfaction is there. The Nine of Cups is the best card in the deck if you're using the Thoth, according to Lon Milo Duquette in his book. It points to this overall satisfaction with what I'm doing, and a very good synchronicity with that, to where I love it and I'm happy with the current path as is. Now, the Five of Wands says it doesn't come smoothly. We have not only speed bumps, but the speed bumps within that particular path come from other people. It's not like something that just, it's not like something to where there's an object in your way, or there's an obstacle that is unreachable just because it's difficult. It's like other people are making it more difficult, and other people are making it kind of challenging as well. Now, the page, though, the page does say you're able to accommodate. You've watched my court card video. The Page of Wands says I'm able to accommodate and adjust to anything. I say in the video, this person has all of the elements within this card. In other words, they're called the Spy. They're able to they're able to do anything, they're able to be anything they need to be to make it successful. So again, your accommodation, your flexibility is there, and is going to make you successful within that, even if it is the Stinky Wisdom Tarot. All right. I hope that guy never watches my videos, because I make fun of the smell all the time. It smells like a Sharpie. It does smell like a Sharpie. It is. Some people like that Sharpie smell. I don't know. is about the reading I did for myself this afternoon. Were the cards playing a trick on me? Because the answer seemed the opposite of recent trends. All right. Violet Lotus wants confirmation on a reading. Ultraviolet Tarot, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. We may have to get it to tomorrow. Let me know what the question is. If I need to do it tomorrow, I will get you first thing on the stream. All right. Were the cards playing tricks on me? Tricks on the mind? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? We could use... It has been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute since we have used the Little Prince. But we do have the Little Prince box right here for you. By the way, you know, if you like the Little Prince story, you know, the kid's story and all that, then you will be pretty happy with this tarot. There you go. Ilda, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate that. Love the direction. You were spot on. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We are rounding out pretty soon. We're rounding out pretty soon, and we'll see you tomorrow. This is the last reading of the night. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. We got the Four of Pentacles, and let's see. The Queen of Cups, the Empress, and Strength. I think, let's see, it says the opposite of recent trends. Strength says you're trying to get an answer, and you know what the answer is before you open the cards up. So that, you hope the one guy that made the Thoth that you hate. Well, yeah, you know, maybe. Strength says you're trying to pull an answer out instead of looking for what's available. So we're trying to get, all right, Ultramoon, thank you, Ultraviolet, thank you for your question. We'll get to it first thing tomorrow. Appreciate you. All right. You're trying to pull an answer out of the cards instead of letting the cards speak, is sort of what this is saying. We have the Four of Pentacles. Getting a level of control here, trying to lay down and trying to match the pentacles to the particular specification that you want. The Queen of Cups, I'm willing to sacrifice some comfort in order to get what I want. Even if I don't have an emotional tie to it, even if I need to be more logical about it, I want to be logical, but I want to have a happy ending with this particular read. The Empress says comfort, getting the result I want seems to be the primal thing here, the primal thing that's pushing the cards saying what they say. The Empress says that I need to be comfortable with that. I need to have a level of trust and comfort with the results, and I'm not really getting that as far as I want. Strength, again, says I won't be able to stop reading. I won't be able to accept the answer unless it's something that I want. So again, we're back to let the cards speak. If the cards say what they say, you want to ask yourself why you're getting this answer. But you also want to make sure that if the answers not coincide with what I need the answer to be, then that's okay. So there is that dilemma. There's a bit of that dilemma. But anyway, that is sort of where that says we are going. Violet Lotus, as always, I appreciate you. You should have asked how many inches do I need the phone to be? You know, as a woman, you have to ask how many inches are you happy with, right? 6.1. My phone needs to be at least 8. See, some people need 8. Some people need 12. Some people need 6. I don't think anybody's going to be happy with a 4.5-inch iPhone. I mean, I'm just saying now, not a lot of people are going to be pleased with that. It's hard to press the buttons and get you because they put a full keyboard and it's this size. How, other than having a stylus to exactly press the O or the J or the 2, I'm just not saying. The spacious phone, that's all you need. All right, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you, and we will see you tomorrow.
don't like being on my own. I could use someone to hold, and I've been trying to fill the void, but my bed is getting cold. Cause I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. You said you had to go